have you changed your thinking about race?
Before this class, I thought about race as like more of me being black and not really recognizing what race actually is. Taking this class has made me realize that race is something that should be recognized, and race is something that you should um, be proud of. And learning about different cultures and different races and how they take pride in each other, it helps me realize how special that is and how we should definitely do that. Well, myself, my culture. So like, I realized that being black is something that I should be proud of.
Before starting this class, how did you define your own racial identity?
I define my own racial identity as just me being a black person. I never really like understood what being black means, but now that I'm taking this class, I realize that being black has more to do with just the color of my skin. It has to do with who I am personally, what I know about my culture and my background, and it just has to do with just everything around. It really has nothing to do with my skin at all. So I feel like that's one thing that I've learned.
How do you view your role in combating racism?
I view my role as a person that should teach the younger kids and the generations that aren't as up to date on how racial profiling and all those racial things work. I feel like racism is a thing that won't change like fast, but slowly but surely over time. So I feel like the best thing I can do for myself and for other people in the world is to teach my younger kid that racism is a thing of the past, and that you have to be more accepting of other cultures and creeds and different backgrounds, even if they don't match yours, because that's just how the world is, and we're living in a new day, and slowly but surely racism will fade away.
What have you learned about the connections between various forms of oppression?
I've learned that there's no big difference in oppression. I feel like the only difference is the people that's being oppressed. It doesn't matter what race you are, everyone experiences oppression in their life. Growing up in a black neighborhood and being around the majority black people, I've experienced black on black violence. In going to high school in a majority white school, I've experienced white on white violence, and I've seen black on white violence. So I know that it doesn't really matter what color you are, you can always experience oppression.
How do you see this course in multicultural education influencing your personal involvement with other non-school sites where learning takes place?
Um, this course really will help me notice the differences between um, races, and just to not judge a book by its cover, because you never know what someone else is going through, and you never know where they've come from. And even if I decide to go into teaching, it'll help me realize that all of my students have a different background, and that you have to treat them treat them differently when it comes to things that they do differently than you.